Hey, everybody. I wanted to share some ideas about how to deal with some pictures that you might have, especially indoor or low light pictures that are problematic, but maybe we can, you know, turn lemons into lemonade, taking a bad picture and making it something interesting to be able to turn in to your portrait portfolio, maybe as a creative adventure. Okay, so let me show you a few of these pictures. See this one here? Self-portrait in the hallway. It suffers from really low exposure. It's too dark, right? And when we zoom in on a picture, these are all, by the way, with my iPhone SE. It's like a number 5 phone. It's old and not so great. But when you zoom in, there's all kinds of noise. All right, this is called noise. When a picture's taken in low light, it gets all this weird color on it, right? If you try to bring up exposure, you get a bunch of weird results. Let me change blend mode here. All right, so there's exposure being brought up really high, and I can bring it back down. But you see all those colorful dots? That's called noise, and that's a problem in what we would want from a good portrait. You want clarity, you want sharpness in the eyes, and so on. This can't be fixed in that regard. So we could play with editing to turn it into something else entirely. For example, with this one, I could bring up exposure to show all those dots, and then if we add to it maybe a black and white filter on top of it, it might look more like a memory, like a very grainy rather than noisy. When you want all those little dots, you call it grainy in film photography, and play with that a little bit and see what you get, right? And these are pretty muddied. This is a pretty muddied picture. I'm not digging it, but there's ways to like over edit it, use exposure, black and white, maybe some interesting blend modes, and see if you can come up with something that feels more like a painting in a way. And that could be an approach to dealing with what is essentially a bad photo and turning it into something usable in your slideshow to show exploration and variety. Okay, and there.